Just got to Amanda's house. Let's go sneak up on her. All right. Amanda just got this place. I'm gonna use her elevator. All right. So I've known Amanda for about 4 years now. She's one of the most successful people I've known. And she's been doing this business with me for at least minimum 3 years. So let's see if I can get a little bit of recording of her. Oh, the door's open. I'm gonna let myself in. Okay. She just got this place, so she's still not moved in. Beautiful kitchen. See where she's at. Bet I found her. There she is. Hey Amanda, how's it going?
Hey Juan, you're early, buddy. I thought I had a little extra time.
Yeah, what? So sorry. Were you meditating?
Yeah, I was just doing my morning routine. Been up since about 4.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry I'm a little early. I love your place.
Thank you. This is
Right on the
nice.
river.
Yeah, it's great to wake up and get the sun on your skin. My morning routine, what I normally do, sorry, you kind of caught me off guard because I'm like, wow, I wasn't ready for that. But normally I wake up pretty early. Today I woke up at around 4 a.m. and then I showered, got here. I always write in my journal. That's a staple of my daily success. So I write down my affirmations, my I am statements, and then I write down my goal, exactly how I want it to be. And then I sit here and I meditate and I think about it and I let myself get emotionally involved in the future. So that's what I do in the morning. But hey, why don't we take a break for a second? Let me get some water, go to the bathroom, and then we can come back and do the interview if that's all right.
Yeah, you got coffee?
I do have alkaline coffee.
Awesome. Let's do it.
All right, perfect.
First and foremost, thank you for this interview. Really appreciate your time.
Welcome. Absolutely.
So I did write up some questions to ask you this morning. I know I kind of caught you off guard while you were meditating, so I do that. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries.
You told me your door was open. It came a little early, so.
Yep, that was all right. I'm glad that we got to have that moment. You surprised me.
That's good. That's good though. The biggest question that I always ran into, everyone always said, the machines sell themselves. Do you think these machines sell themselves?
I get that one a lot, especially when people are trying to persuade people into the business aspect, like, oh, you know, it's so simple. All you got to do is give out the water. The machines sell themselves. But first and foremost, I want to recognize you as a leader, as an entrepreneur. You're 20, what?
24 years old.
24 years old. So Juan was only 20, or even not even, he was probably 19 when he got started with this business. I said, what's your goal? You're like, I'm going to be a 6A. And I'm like, you know what? Because he demanded it. So one thing about your mindset is once you tell yourself anything, you become. And now Juan's going on, I don't know, you were almost there. You're almost to a 6A. And you've been working a full job while doing it.
Yeah.
And so I'm just acknowledging you for sticking to your goal. And now we're you're interviewing me and you've been staying close to me, and that's part of it too. Because if you lose the sight of your goal, you're not going to ever make it to your goal. And so being that you're staying close, you're staying committed, you are almost there, my friend. So back to the original question about the machines being easy to sell. Well, that's probably like one of the hardest things to get past, because once you've been told that as a person starting out, and then you realize that, oh, this unit is not a low ticket item. This is a $5,000 investment. And if you don't have skills and know how to close, overcome objections, follow up with people, and then you don't know anything about water, what's gonna happen is people around you are gonna be like, who are you? All of a sudden you become a water expert. And so at the beginning, you get excited when you get your machine, and then your family, your friends, your coworkers are around you, and then they, put their little negativity in there and give you a little fear and doubt, and pretty soon you're like, this probably isn't for me.
Exactly.
And so what you really got to understand is that you have to learn how to do this business. I've found that a lot. A little side note is that we're programmed to go to school, get a job, work 40 hours a week for someone else, and then you're retiring on half the amount of income that you were making when you were working, and then you think that's all there is in life. I watched my parents be entrepreneurs, so that was my programming. And at 14 years old, I started my first business, horse riding and selling horses and helping other people ride them. And I never really seen the benefit of school. And so I always just did my own thing. So one thing that helped me with my success is like the moment I was like, what am I doing? I've been stuck here for a little while. Who knows what I want? And let me go find that person and figure out what they know that I don't know. I'll learn from them. And then as soon as I learn all the knowledge, I'm like, okay, now what? And then I keep finding coaches. And I've worked with so many different people. But one of my favorites is probably Bob Proctor. Dr. Joe Dispenza's information has been incredible as well.
Okay.
But keeping your mind fresh and not letting fear and doubt get into your mind is very important. And realizing that when you start out, you've got to put your work in it. You've got to put your intention behind it. And you're going to have to realize that your friends and family are going to be the naysayers. And if you let that fear and doubt that they're putting in you control you, you won't move past it. You'll just procrastinate and you'll be left in your paradigm, which is your paradigm is your programming. You were born, you're already downloaded with information when you're born, but then the people you surround yourself with, you're going to get their programming in your subconscious mind. Okay. So when you go out on your own, you try to go prospecting, but your family or whoever it was is going to pop up. Hey, what are you doing? You don't deserve money. Money doesn't grow on trees. Network marketing is hard. You know, all these things, and then it conditions you and you keep falling back to your past. You got to become aware of those thoughts.
Okay. Well, if you can define your mindset, how do you define mindset? How do you define being mindful? What's your opinion on that? Mm-hmm. I'm sure people want to know that.
Well, there's so many different ways we can go with that conversation. Let me see what I feel would be the best.
Well, I caught you meditating, so that's definitely part of it.
Definitely. Let me just start off by saying your body and your mind are not the same thing. You're two separate things. Your body has the emotional aspect. So your body moves on the feelings. Feelings create chemicals. So your mind is supposed to tell your body what to do. But unfortunately, our body sometimes controls our mind. This is a prime example. When you get up in the morning, sometimes you're tired. And if your mind's really strong, it's going to say, no, get up because of this reason. You're going to say, come on, body, get going. And your body's going to help you. Your mind's going to control your body to get out of bed. But if you allow yourself to lay in bed because your body's tired, your mind got weak, your body got strong, and now your body is controlling your mind. So you've got to be aware of your body at all times because it's going to trick you because your body is going from the feelings and your body is only caring about one thing, to keep you away from danger. So it's the fear and the doubt that starts creeping in that puts your body into anxiety. So anxiety is nothing but fear and doubt. It creates anxiety, which causes depression, which causes disease. So when your body is feeling those feelings, it's going to protect itself, and how it does that is it shuts all outside things off and only focuses on self, and then you become selfish. That makes sense?
Yes, that does.
And so we also get addicted to these chemicals. So this is another reason it's hard for people to change. It's because when we're under the hormones of stress, it causes energy. If you want to run from a bear, it's going to cause you to have energy. That stress, the adrenaline, cortisol rush is going to cause you to have energy. So your body is the feeling, right? And your mind's separate. Now your body's got the feeling of anxiety. It keeps trying to create it. Because if it's not there, it's missing it. Because it's been used to having it. So then you're spending your life always in fear and doubt, even if you don't want to. But it keeps creeping in. Because that's what your body's craving. And so you can do the same thing is if you get your body conditioned for the future that you want, and you get yourself emotionally involved in the future, you're going to have different feelings, which is going to create different experience in your body, and your body's going to get addicted to those chemicals. And since the body is a vibration, your energy, you've heard of the law of attraction or the law of vibration, your body sends out a signal when it's in different energies. So if you're in stress and anxiety, you're going to keep getting stress and anxiety. But when you move out of that into creativity and love and bliss and happiness and joy, and you get yourself emotionally involved in your goal, you create the feelings already, then your body is going to move towards that vision. So that's really what mindset is. Mindset is getting yourself out of your past, where you were, that's your past memory, getting you onto your future memory. If you don't know what that is, you have two memories. One from the past, one from the future. The problem is that nobody understands the memory and how to create memories. So our thoughts, 90% of them that we have today are the same thoughts you have tomorrow. And if our thoughts, if you believe our thoughts become us, if you're thinking 90% of the same thoughts every day, what do you think your future is going to look like? It's the same.
Can you tell me a little bit about your digital content that's coming out? I heard that you got some coaching. You got some leadership coaching classes coming. Can you tell me a little bit about that and the promotion?
Yes, absolutely. So as much as I love the water business, I love helping people first and foremost. That's the number one. So when I started being successful myself, I got a great result, but I felt like, how can I help other people get what they want? That's really what I decided to commit myself to. So I created training programs for everybody with the water business and also personal development and mindset. Because it's very important, as you are aware, you're getting more aware of it, is if you don't have this right, 90% of your success comes from your mind. So if you can get your mind right and you understand the vibrational laws of the universe, it's going to help you get to your goal faster. So coming up, we're starting the 15th of next month, so August 15th.
Okay.
I've got a 3-month coaching program. So it's called High Performance Club. And what we're doing is the very first month, we're going to talk about your goal, what it is that you want. I'm going to have you clearly define your goal, writing it out as if you already have it.
That future
Yes.
emotion, that
Yes.
future desire,
Yes.
like we just talked about.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's science behind it, is because when you actually write out your goal, you're creating cells of recognition. That's getting your body ready for the experience. So if you can write
The law
out
of
your
attraction.
goals, it's teaching your body, you're helping yourself believe that it's possible. Because the hardest part about this for people is they don't actually believe it could happen. But if you tell yourself a lie long enough, you're going to start to believe the lie. So you're doing the same thing. So whatever your goal is, you got to teach yourself, your body, that your body doesn't know it's not happened. Your body thinks it's actually happened if you tell it and you have the feelings. So if you create the experience by writing it out and getting emotionally involved in it, it's going to help draw the event closer to you.
And that's the first month.
So the first month,
Okay.
we're going to be talking about your goal and how to actually do that.
What's the second month?
Second month, we're going to get out of your analytical mind. So I know a lot of people are probably thinking, maybe you were thinking this, well, I don't know if I can do that. How much does it cost? Because you're letting your outside circumstances control the way you're thinking. You're letting the bank account, you're letting your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, whatever it might be, control your thinking. And so then you're in fear and stress and anxiety, and you won't pay for the program that can get you the results you're looking for. So we're going to go through the second month, and we're going to get out of the analytical mind. We're going to get into your subconscious mind, and we're going to reprogram that thought pattern that you're having so you don't feel the feelings anymore that creates, which is the anxiety and stress, which causes you to get emotionally involved in that, and you become addicted to that and keep getting that. And then you're wondering why you're not changing and why no one's buying these units from you. So that's the second month. Third month is the psychology of the sale and helping other people get what they want, and in return you're going to get what you want. So that's coming up. The course is only $14.97. I do have a payment plan available as well. And here's the thing. Why do most people not buy?
Because they don't think that either they deserve it or that they can afford it.
They can afford it, they deserve it, and they don't want to spend the money because the fear of what if I don't make the sales? What if I can't pay my bills? How about I take that fear away? How about I say, and it's true, come into the program after 3 months, if you're not satisfied with the results you're getting and with everything you've learned from me, I'll write you a check back. It'll just go right back to you. So there's no risk involved. So if you want that, let us know. There'll be a Zoom link below. You can schedule an appointment with one of us, and we will be answering any questions you have. That's the first thing I have. The second thing I have is if you don't have a business already and you're looking to get one, I got a special bonus for you on that. So I've developed these training programs. Once I started getting successful, people started asking me, how are you doing this? And I was thinking about Starbucks, how is Starbucks successful? They have a system. So what I developed is systems just like Starbucks. So if you got a Starbucks franchise and you just bought the franchise and you didn't buy all the instructions to go with it, you wouldn't be very successful. So what we're offering now is you come in, I'm going to give you all the digital training programs. There's over $7,000. You're even going to get an accountability coach that's going to walk you and handhold you for 3 entire months. And there's homework. So if you're not satisfied in 3 months of time, then I'm willing to purchase your device back as well. Because I want to take the risk away so you guys get involved, so you're not sitting on the fence procrastinating with fear and doubt and anxiety and thinking, I may want to do it, but I'm not going to do it. Then in 20 years, you look back and you see everything around you, you see the success, and you think, what if I would have done that? But you didn't, because you're in fear and stress and doubt. And so we got to get you out of that. And to do that, I'm willing to take the risk because I know the training programs, I know my coaches, and I know what results you're going to get. So if you're interested in that, there's also a Zoom link. Just check it out, and I'll be happy to talk to you.
Okay, so you get the digital content, you get schooling, you get the money back guarantee.
Yeah, so
I wish I had that when I started.
Yes, not in the business already, then you get the coaching program on Mindset, you get a private Facebook group, you get an accountability coach that's going to walk you, handhold, you get a bunch of training.
And Zoom calls.
Zoom calls with me. Yes, exactly.
Like
yep. So there's no way you can't not succeed. I've took all the risk away. You're only going to have success, and then we're going to be a culture together. So at the end of the 3 months of already planning, where are we going to go? What are we going to do when we celebrate? Because the goal after 3 months is every single person that signs up, or August 15th is when we're launching this, every single person is going to have the achievement of 3A. That means you have 11 sales within 3 months.
Okay.
And when you do that, if you're making $340 a point, that's 680 plus 680, you're looking at like around $7,000 of profit. So your machine's paid for. Now you got to pay for a machine. You have a business, you have deductions, and then we're going to celebrate somewhere. So I'm thinking, where are we going to go? I don't know. But it's going to be colder, so maybe Florida, or maybe Mexico, but possibly like Florida.
Okay, so you're going to take the most successful people with you? Really?
Yes.
I like that.
Yes,
I really
and
like
I even think that I will pay their plane ticket. Yeah, as long as they're not going first class, because you know that can get kind of spindly.
Okay.
I know when I went to Dubai, I was like, you know, how much was the first class ticket? 20,000. Yeah, I mean, I could do it, but I just don't think I need it. So I was fine with the $5,000 ticket sitting in the business class. But anyways, yeah. So if you're coming from across the world, I'm not going to pay 20 grand for your first class ticket. I'll buy a standard ticket for you.
Okay.
So it's a good incentive though. And so imagine when you get involved, you have 10 or 11 new people that sign up with you. And now we teach them the system. If you had 10 people that you taught the system, and in 3 months we get the same results that you got, that's 100 sales in 3 months.
Wow.
100 sales. That's a 6A in 3 months.
Unbelievable.
And
But
I'm
I
going to
bet-
teach you everything that you want to know. So that time frame at the beginning when you said the myth is that, you know, people just want to get started, or they just want to buy the machines and the machines sell themselves.
Yeah, the machines sell
Yeah.
themselves. That's all. I always hear that.
Yeah. So we're going to actually teach you how to sell them, and you're going to realize, wow, now that I know there's a system involved and there's what to say, when to say it, how to follow up with people, how to overcome objections, every aspect of the water. I spent the first year in this business with a biological medicine doctor and scientist. I learned every aspect of the water. So in the training program, I teach you everything you want to know. And I put the information in front of lots of doctors, MDs, naturopaths, all the information I've learned. Not one doctor has ever refuted any information. And I have MDs that are in my group, in my team, that are selling the machines too. So all the knowledge in my mind is in the training programs. You get access to all of it. So there's no reason that you're not going to be successful. Yep.
Well, thank you for your time, Amanda.
You are most welcome.
Really appreciate it.
You bet.